I want to commend all the people who are here today, the people who believe in Ontario that farmers matter. And I just wish that the group of politicians listening was larger than the group of people that had to come and tell them.
The whole issue in the beef industry of the BSE, we are still really suffering the effects of BSE. Nobody needs to tell me that the Americans didn't have BSE. They damn well did. They just handled it in a different way. But we're still suffering and they're not.
It will take everybody behind the wheel to get this initiative to pass approval. We're in times of government deficits. Programs are hard to get approved. Government decision makers will want to know their industry support for the program. They need to hear it from you.
And make sure that we have a system that actually starts at the bottom, and that's farmers, that they make a living first and foremost, and that the money in the system then moves from there.
We used to have around 30, 35 producers. Now we're having a tough time to get 20 producers to sit around that table. The rest have all gone. I'm just wondering if you could tell us how much longer you're going to wait. What's the process now that you finally have the numbers? How long are you going to make us wait here, John, and how much of our industry do you want to disappear?
To me, that is sickening that we have allowed that to happen. We have stood here as Canadians and we have allowed other Canadians to benefit at the cost of another Canadian. And how is that right? I don't identify myself as an Ontarian. I am a Canadian, and I deserve equal treatment to every other Canadian. And it's so frustrating because we have so, as I said before, we have so many tools here in Ontario to be efficient, good farmers. Grain and oilseeds, livestock, you can substitute any farmer in for that. We belong in the business of farming here.
With all the natural assets Ontario has, such as land and water, there will always be agricultural production in Ontario. The question is, how and by whom will it be done?
When BSE was on, I sold cows for 25 cents a pound, went for hamburger for $2.50. I'd go to the store with my wife, look at a steak at $14. Where is that money going between the two, our price and the store price?
And many of us, as Stuart documented and others, have already made numerous adjustments, and not only farmers, but our veterinary partners, our feed partners, our banking partners. We've all tried to adapt to the new reality of increased costs by changing our business structures.
I don't think anybody can challenge a trade action where consumers go and buy what they want. And I think they want to buy our product. We just have to show them how to do it.
It's just absolutely unacceptable that CFIA only inspects really 2% of the product coming into this country.
The average age of our farmers is 56. This should be a concern to all. But yet, with all this concerned, there has been a huge oversight by both federal and provincial support programs.
We know how awesome it is to wake up every morning and raise food. But if we don't address this problem very, very shortly, we are going to have a lost generation of farmers.
I think there's a lot of real stories that we need to hear from each one of us that needs to find a way to get to the consumer to support change.